Okay, friends, so I decided to hand stitch around this transparency, which you just saw me cut to size. And I wanted to show you really quick how I do my hand stitching. I don't want to show you, every step or whatever because it's kind of boring. But I'm going to show you how I handle marking and punching on a transparency because you can't really put lines. So what I generally do, let me see if this needs to go a little bit further. It does not. So what I generally do is I take like a push pad. This is by We Are Memory Keepers. I've had this so long, as you can see. I put it under my piece. I have this Tim Holtz paper piercer. I always want to say pokey tool, but it's definitely not a pokey tool. It's a paper piercer. And you can adjust it so it can go out very long or you can keep it in kind of short. And I usually measure at every 1/4 of an inch. So since this is off right here, this is not on a mark, what I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of start to space it out. Normally, when I do this, I mark my paper first. I just take a ruler and I mark it with a pencil like this with little dashes, and then I go back and I can punch a little quicker. But because this is on the transparency or on this piece of page protector, it's not really an option. Now, I know that this line that I already stitched is not straight, and it's okay. It is okay. So I wanted to get one down because it's the easiest part. There's not really a way to adhere it. You could put some adhesive behind where your pocket's gonna go, but then you're gonna interfere with the movement of the sequins once you put them in. So I didn't want to do that. So the first one is kind of a little off, but that's okay because I'm gonna kind of make up for it in other ways. I'm gonna probably put a tag or something there. So that is what I do. And then I just do a simple back stitch. I'm not doing, or a simple, I think it's called a back stitch. I am not doing anything fancy. I've done chain stitches before, but I didn't want to get that fancy yet. I just want to get it done. And then I just go like this and stitch it. So that is how I do my stitching. I'm going to go ahead and put you back on fast forward so that I'm going to stitch this, hand stitch this off screen. So I'll be back with the last little piece, adding the sequins and all of that. Okay, so as you can see, I have stitched 3.5 sides up. And I am going to put my sequins in right here on my shaker pocket. I have a little bit of thread left here. But I wanted to pop in and slow things down for a minute because I had to show you this amazing product that I got. It is a sequin advent calendar. Now this is just half of it. The rest is upstairs on my cart. But I wanted to show you because I haven't opened any of them and I wanted to see what was in day one so that maybe I can include it here. But this is from Rachel Talman. She has a sequin shop. I'm going to link it in the description box. She's amazing. If you do not follow her on Instagram or the YouTube or the whatever, you need to do it now. I'll link her channel down below as well. But I purchased a separate sequin mix and it is perfect for this page, you guys. But I also wanted to take off envelope number 1 and see what's inside to see if it's gonna be so cute. All right, so this is the first day. Green Christmas tree. Oh, it has little Christmas trees in it. Oh, I love it. So it's gonna go great in this pouch to make my shaker pocket, but I did want to slow it down to show you guys this adorable advent. She handmade them all. The envelopes are handmade. Stickers, you could even use these in your December daily. I mean, come on, so good. So if you're interested in sequins or whatever, I will link it for you below. I know she just started a subscription as well. So, all right, I'm gonna go ahead and put you back on fast forward, fill this baby up, finish stitching, and finish this reason why page. Okay, friends, so I made a boo-boo. Let me show you. I tried to print these on these tags, and the printer kind of went wah, and printed them crooked, which I wouldn't really care if they printed right, like this, but it didn't. So what I did was I reprinted it on some Nina white cardstock, and I just trimmed it down so that I could put it on top. I really need to get better about printing on my physical products because I get so many physical products, but since today is not the day, we're going to figure that out. I'm going to go ahead and glue this guy on here, and then I'm going to show you how I fix it. It's not perfect by any stretch of the imagination. Definitely not perfect, but it does the job, and my journaling is in place. So, oh goodness, this is why December daily sometimes I get frustrated with myself. Okay, so I'm going to use my Power Punch here. I freaking love this thing. I'm not sure if it's in stock at Paper Issues anymore, but I will link it below if it is. So let me show you how I fix this. So the first thing I needed to do, I had a pencil somewhere, I'll just get a new one. You have to measure like right at the bottom, and I just use the line, and then I have this big dotty trimmer off to the side that I don't keep on my desk because it's kind of cumbersome. And then you just do your best guesstimate at the top. So I hold it up usually like to the light, and then I can see a little better. I mark it, go back over to my trimmer. This is how you can fix something that you are trying to make seamless, but you know, you live and you learn. I have a typewriter, but the problem with the typewriter font is I can't get as many words on there because the font is big. So I use Remington Noiseless on this journaling. I will probably, to keep continuity in my project, do Remington Noiseless throughout the project. So as you can see, I held it up a little bit over here and marked where those green lines are because that's the whole point of this. I want to keep the green on there, and that's pretty close. Pretty freaking close. So then the corners are the hardest part, these parts right here. So I'm going to draw the line on each side, and we're just going to do the best we can. So if you have printed on your physical product for journaling cards or whatever, tags, leave me a comment and tell me if you watched a tutorial or how it went, because I gotta know. And then I use my corner chomper. This is a Crocodile corner chomper. It has 1/4 and 1/2. I looked first. I practiced first. The 1/4 is the closest it's gonna get. Not perfect again, but I'm not going for perfection here. Remember, I want to finish this project. If I want to make everything perfect, I'm never going to finish this project. And then let's do the circle. Cut the hole, and then we'll get this thing going again. All right, so as you can see, I have done all of this. I have also put red line tape on the back of the pocket. I am going to use my tweezers to get this off because it is a little challenging, especially with long nails, to get this off. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go off camera and peel this off so we're not wasting your time watching me do this. All right, so I'm back. Got all that red line tape, and I'm going to use my T-square ruler to try to get this on as straight as possible. But remember that this is a little crooked down at the some of my stitching. So I don't care if it's perfect, you guys. I'm not going for perfection. I say that all the time with this project. When I start thinking about perfection is when I start not getting this completed. So I also found these buffalo plaid tags, and I believe they were from my Christmas presents last year. So I thought about making some layers. So I'm going to cut a bigger hole because I want to put some ribbon or something through here. So I am going to put this in here, that in there. So I was thinking about putting this. This is the one about joy, correct? Yes. Joy. These tags are giving me life and hope. I love these leather tags. Probably use some of them on my gifts. So I also have these gold. I thought the gold tied in well here, and I wanted to do 2021, but I didn't like how it looked anywhere on the page. So I thought I would do 2021. Isn't that so cute? And then I have this green felt heart, and I was going to add Merry Christmas and call this bad boy done. Guys, I'm loving how this is turning out. That's too much. That little wreath, whatever vine came in a stress twist box. All right, so what do we think of that? I think it looks great. So I am going to go and pull some ribbon and audition some ribbon to see what I want to go as the final product. So I will be right back. All right, look at my ribbon stash. This is like my Christmas ribbon stash. So let's see. I have a couple of things. One, I have these gold stars. These are from, I'll have to look. Hold on, let me find the packaging. This is from the Merry Days collection, which is a couple of years old. I thought that would tie in the gold there. But I have this ribbon. This one might just work. So let's pull this off and see what we got here. I am going to do one at a time. Let's glue these down though. Definitely want to glue those bad boys down because we gotta have them sticking on there. This is Nuvo Wet Adhesive. I love this adhesive. If you haven't purchased it, I'm not sure if it's in the Paper Issue store, but that's where I picked it up. If it's not there, I'm sure it will be there very shortly. All right, so that's glued down. And let's glue this one. I was thinking about just leaving that part of it on. What do we think? Let's see. Let's glue it without it, and then we can always add it later, as opposed to gluing it with it and then not being able to take it off. What do you think? All right, so we're going to put that down there. And I'm going to go ahead and put you on fast forward as we tie all of these tags together and finish up this project. I'll be back to slow it down and show you the end in just a minute. I am so happy with how this turned out, you guys. This is better than I could have ever pictured it. Okay, so let's go step by step. Each tag pulls out. It has a glitter star, the tag, the leather tag with the word on it. The 20 is on this one, and then the journaling. And this is all about how I am embracing and welcoming hope this year. And this one has the same elements with joy, the 21, and talking about how this year has been very hard, but that I am looking forward to the December season, which is marked with so much joy. And I'm going to look for all of the little ways that joy is present. And then shaker. What is not to love about a shaker? You guys, I'm so excited. Okay, let me grab my album. We'll put it in the album and we will call the reason why page done. All right. I had thought about putting like reason why in alpha here, but you guys, I found that alphas are very tricky to stick down on this transparent or this material, the page protector. Okay, so here is the, opening page has a tab on it. This I also put a tab on, and it is going to go right in here. Reason why done. And then I have picked out this, which matches this paper perfectly. And I think I'm going to put reason why here. And then on the back, I'm going to do a picture of our Christmas tree. All right, you guys, thank you so much for tuning in. As always, your likes, comments are always appreciated. If you are not a subscriber, I would really love if you would consider becoming one. And until next time, I hope that you find time to be creative. Bye, friends.